8 years, man. 8 years. 8 years is like that's how long Spider-Man has been Spider-Man in the Insomniac universe. That's 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 almost half my life. And in about 2 hours, I'm gonna be seeing the FNAF movie. Um, some things fall over time. This is my picture with Matthew Lillard. It was awesome meeting him. Such a great guy. Great actor. And in these... It's a little silly to get worked up over this, but, it's these final minutes, I guess why I'm like this is just because it's bittersweet, because it's here and people have seen it, people are seeing it, but I'm not happy with it, unfortunately, and that's okay. We grow up, we move on from things. Like I said in a video prior, FNAF is something that I couldn't just remove from my life, but I don't know, seeing it take a different direction, it hurts a little bit. I'm going to go into it, wanting to like it. I'm not going to go into hate because I don't like doing that. But this franchise means so much to me, and it's also just really nice to see some sort of accomplishment like this happen. Like this guy was just living day to day, probably barely making ends meet, with a family, and he'd been failing a lot, with his games, his movies, whatever, work life, family life, who knows. And he said, okay, I'll try one more time, but after this, I don't know how much I have left in me, And he did it. There's a lot of controversy with him nowadays, but man, if you really sit down and think about it, that's such an inspiring story. Like, that's a story you see in a movie, right? Like, that's beautiful. I mean, you have no choice but to not give up. And he made it work. And now we're here today, October 26th, 2023, 8 years later. And in these final moments, I'm thinking of a moment from The Office for some reason, like a moment of silence before something's like coming to an end. I think it's something with Dwight, maybe, or Michael. I don't know. In these final moments that we're having, it's like a moment of silence, I guess. I just want to take it in, I'm not sad or anything. It's just like, now that I'm becoming an adult, growing into those years, losing some parts of my childhood, it's not like FNAF's going anywhere, but there is an element of putting it behind me, making sure this is through my system after all these 8 years. I mean, 8 years, think about that. I can remember almost every significant thing that happened between that day in April 2015 and today right now. Buddy's sitting right next to me, and he's been here with me through all of it. All the school friends I made, and online friends, and the art I've started creating, and the art I created back then. It's most of what I owe of who I am, for better or for worse, comes from this last-ditch horror game. And say what you will about it, what it is now. I don't really have the words to describe what I'm, because I'm not happy really on behalf of the fandom, or I don't know what, but it means something for me, you know? Something a little more. And it really hadn't hit me. It was here until one of my buddies saw it last night. For years we were talking about it, and we were, you know. And once one of you actually sees it, it's a different story. It's no longer, you know, something so distant and out there, and it's here. It's now, it's present. Not the future. I wish there were larger ways to say thank you, but they're in my position right now, at least there aren't. One day, I think there will be, through my own form of expression. And I hope to make the child inside that I'm still trying to make proud. I want to make him proud when I have the opportunity to. When it comes to this franchise. I mean, that's what this all is for, really. You know, living up to what your little kid self wanted for you. You can't leave that stuff behind because you can change it, you can course correct, but ultimately that's what you wanted to do. I believe everyone knows what they want to do when they're a kid. It's just they lose the motivation, the passion for it as they get older, as they have to deal with more whatever, you know. I don't know. I mean, it's this little thing, you know. Just a couple hours. It's pretty surreal.
Word? Yo, Braden, let me ask you a question real quick, man. What we better go do right now? What we better go do?
What do you think? What do you think, boy? We finna see that fnaf.
I finished the movie. It's kind of I'm having a hard time compartmentalizing all this. Probably be doing a video on it eventually, just to explain what I'm feeling right now. But it's tricky. A movie like this.